So we just got our first trailer for Wonder Man, and I have to say I'm kind of intrigued. Um, I like the idea of where we're going. Um, I like where this idea is it's kind of bizarre, and I like how it's also kind of self-critiquing, where the story is it follows this director who's like making a story about Wonder Man, a movie. Which, by the way, is it just me or did that look a little AI? I don't know. Like it felt a little AI-ish in those past scenes. Um, is it just me? It feels like it's just me, honestly. Um, so I don't know. It just kind of felt like it's just kind of a me thing. But yeah, um, I would like to be wrong. But yeah, we follow that this director's making a new Wonder Man movie, which I find interesting. That in here, it doesn't even feel like very MCU-ish, even though, yes, we do know it takes place in the MCU. It looks like this Wonder Man was more of a like Buck Rogers kind of character who was a movie character. And yes, that's the whole point of Simon Williams, is that he's an actor and also a superhero. But it does make me wonder, is the Wonder Man we're seeing going to be called Simon Williams, or is the character or the actor we're following going to be a different guy and he plays Simon Williams, Wonder Man? I don't know. That's going to be the big thing, because we don't see in this trailer, we don't see anything regarding like his powers. We don't see Grim Reaper, which we do know is going to be in the show. Grim Reaper, for those wondering, that's his brother. That's his brother in the comics. We don't see anything else. We just kind of see that this is more of a movie. This is like a movie uh, of of the universe. Like that's the whole thing, is that it's more of a movie uh, than an actual adventure. But I imagine there's going to be more stories to it as well. Also, yes, I did see that the director was the same guy who played the dictator from Superman, which I was like, he does look like a mixture of Trump and Netanyahu. Like no matter what. But I digress. That's beside the point, even. But yeah, I like the surrealness of it. I kind of like that this doesn't feel like your average project. I really do like the idea that, this doesn't feel like a typical MCU project. And I'm curious to see if this is going to be like, I do feel like they're going to do like from that joke of like, there's too many superhero movies out there. People want something different. And I'm sure that's going to be the big critique. Like Marvel has probably heard more than enough then Marvel's probably heard more than enough of like, oh, Marvel movies are boring now, and this whole point of this show is going to be like, yeah, do you don't like Marvel movies anymore? Well, how about a whole show where we point out like we make fun of ourselves? Though to be fair, every time I think about that, like every time I think about stuff like that, I think back to in Immortal Thor, where she like not she Darius Dario Agger, Jesus, Dario Agger is just kind of like making fun of him, is like pointing out, yeah, isn't it funny that we make fun of ourselves? We're laughing with you. We're not the bad guys, although we think you're stupid. So it's stuff like that. Like if you again, it was brought up in Immortal Thor, just this moment where they're making fun of the comic, and then Dario Agger. There's a whole thing. I've reviewed Immortal Thor enough, but there's a moment where he's just kind of like making fun, like pointing out that, yeah, we know the joke and we're making fun of you because we're making fun of the joke you made. So we don't take you seriously, essentially. So I don't know. Every time I think about, every time I see stuff like that, I now think about that moment in Immortal Thor. But yeah, and it does make me wonder. How are they going to do Grim Reaper in here? Because we do know Grim Reaper is going to be like the big villain here. Though I wouldn't be shocked if we got like another villain in this franchise as well. And it does make me wonder, is he going to be another actor? Is he going to be actually related to Wonder Man? Are they actually going to be brothers? Or are they going to be actors together? I don't know. And it's kind of refreshing not to know. I keep forgetting this show keeps coming out, and it kind of sucks because, like, Wonder Man is always a character I enjoy. Wonder Man is always a character I enjoy to show up. I wouldn't say he's one of my favorite Marvel superheroes, but he's always a character I really like having around. So it's nice to see that he's going to be getting a whole show to himself. And according to Kevin Feige, this will be the last show that'll have direct connections to the MCU. The rest, from here on out, all the shows are going to be like self-contained, so Feige doesn't have to do homework, which, yeah, boo fucking who, Feige. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm curious to see where this goes. I even, like, now that I think about it, is this show going to be taking place in the multiverse? Is this going to be, like, not even in the MCU regular universe? I just thought of that. Is this going to be a multiverse show? I didn't even think about that until just now. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of the first trailer for Wonder Man? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in Multiverse.